during the pandemic.
Okay.
We've been in a pandemic, so
okay.
my business closed down and it is in Voi.
So
when I went home, I'm in Bungoma. So the guys who knew, the business leaders who knew my business, are not in my home region. You're getting? I couldn't interact with the leaders in my home region while I hit depression, man. I don't know how to put it. It was a dark place. There's a period that is just black. But right now, in terms of involving my leaders, local business leaders, we are working towards that. I am focusing on networking and partnering with the U.S. Embassy here in Nakuru because they have the resources and they have the skills and the ability to teach and the will to teach. So I'm going to make good of that. I'm going to make use of that, actually.
Okay. Now, tell me how...
So currently you are in Bungoma?
I'm in Nakuru.
Oh, Nakuru. Okay.
I'm teaching. I have a friend of mine. I'm mentoring a girl in Nakuru, so I had to come to Nakuru.
Okay, but where is your base? Where do you work from?
I work from home. I work from anywhere. My business is virtual. I'm not located anywhere.
Yes. Because initially you were working from Mombasa.
My business closed down.
Closed down. Then you started the pig and farming. Where was that?
It's in Bungoma. Bungoma. At home. Yes.
Okay.
Okay. What else would you do? You have to plan to feed yourself. Because we are thinking about the lockdown, the food, the resources. We have to figure out how to sustain. I come from a large family. We have to figure out how to sustain ourselves. Especially that if you're planting vegetables to eat ourselves, why not sell?
Okay.
We have the resources, no?
And now,
why not make use of it?
Yes. Now, how have all these contacts and the networks that you've been able to get, okay, through the salon, we went through the piggery and vegetable, now you've transitioned to virtual work. How have these contacts or networks benefited you when look at it from learning?
Learning is every day. So it's a continuous, I can't put a measure to how much I've learned. I just say it is in how I work. It is in how I tackle issues. It is in how I dissect my business. It's in how I look at my business. Because networking makes you, I don't have to do the mistakes Maimuna did when branding her business. That saves me a lot of money. I don't have to, I don't know how to say it. Learning, I've learned from my network's mistakes. That's how I've dodged a lot of bullets. Networking has helped me learn from their mistakes, not just their success. Now, of course, you're talking about networking, you're talking about networking with people who are above me, people who are beyond me, people who have gone ahead of me, right? And most of all, is really focused on the success stories. I quit focusing on the success stories. I've been hit enough times to know when you want to learn how somebody really made it, look at when they failed. That is where the lesson is. That is where the problem is. You come on Anguka, if you've fallen down, what makes you think you won't sit on the same stone? So that's what networking has done for me. Because I've been doing this alone. I can't say I've been having somebody who constantly is there physically. All my mentors have been virtual. So most of these decisions have been made through gut feeling and decisions that I made from interacting, listening to how somebody went through their fail and came back up. You basically listen to a story, how they fell, and tell myself, okay, this is what they went through, this is what they did. I don't have to do this because I now know better. Let me do this. That's basically what networking has done for me. I've been in so many businesses, I can't say somebody was very instrumental in one business. My mentors in the selling business are not my current mentors right now. I don't know if I'm keeping the point right or I'm digressing.
Okay. So, to what extent are you in touch with the U.S. program alumni in your country, Kenya?
I'm in touch. I'm very in touch. I've recently been a panelist in one of the weekly webinars. I'm a mentor. I still use all programs in Builder. I still contact Amani for advice in terms of my, I've been applying for other entrepreneurship a program, I still, consult the money. But the U.S. Embassy, nothing.
You've talked about you were a panelist. In what program was that?
YETI YETI organized for an O program where we were panelists in just encouraging the current cohort, how O has helped me manage your business. Basically, how O helped me manage my business.
Okay.
So I was just talking about my experience in O. Basically, what you're interviewing me is what I was sharing previously.
Okay.
And that's how now I got mentees from that program. But it was organized by YETI.
Okay. Have
you do know YETI is, you do know the difference between YETI and O, right?
Yes.
Or I have to clarify. Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay. Now, have you ever heard of the Young African Leaders Initiative?
YALI?
Yeah.
Yes, I've heard about it.
And have you ever applied or have you been involved in any other embassy programs? You've said no.
Okay. Oh, yeah. I applied YALI. Was I rejected? I don't remember. I tried applying. Okay. Here's the thing about YALI. I didn't know where I fit. I actually didn't know. Of the three, I didn't know where I fit. Because I was an engineer back then when I wanted to apply. I was having so many ideas back then. I didn't know where I fit. So how I think I expressed myself wrongly. I wasn't considered. I tell myself that. I expressed myself wrongly. I wasn't considered. But yeah, I tried applying for YALI, and I also, these online classes YALI have. I've never finished, but I've been keen on following some of this. I got redrolled with COVID-19, and I never picked up. That's as far as it went.
Okay. And how can, to what extent would connecting with these programs and or their alumni would be beneficial to your business?
I'll talk about captioning and translation. Basically, how I learned the Dream Builder program is how I'm learning it's how I'm teaching. I don't know if I'm putting it right. I'm structuring my lessons in 3 hours a day from 9 to 12. Getting where I'm copying that from. I am structuring how to teach. I'm learning how to teach from how I was taught. Basically, that's what I'm doing.
Yes.
So, does that answer the question?
Okay.
And when I told you the 3 months time was a good enough time, it works well for my city. That's basically what I'm trying to implement. Only that I'm shortening the lifespan from 3 months to a month or 3 weeks.
Okay.
But basically, I need the resources that they have. I need a projector, I need a screen, I need Wi-Fi, I need allocated slots to work, I need computers, and they do have these resources. If I could partner with them, I have the skills, the concept, and they have the resources.
All right.
That's where I want us to man. That's how I feel like it, because from my thinking, they already have a mentorship program. They could just introduce an online work mentorship program using me the same way, or kind of, how do you call it, how entrusted YETI to run the program in Kenya is how I hope to be entrusted to run the same kind of program, but now teaching online skills. Literally, it's not mentorship, it's mentorship, but teaching online skills. They have the resources. I've been taught before. I'm using the current model to teach. I'm basically paralleling myself with them. Because that's how I learned, and I feel like I could teach that way too. It was impactful for me. It's the only way I know. It's what I will do.
So thank you. You are still answering my questions. How can the U.S. government support the O Alumni Network?
Well, we have, can I speak on what they've been doing? Because I feel like opportunities are here. I should take all this and tell them what to do, but what if the youth they're intending for don't show up? I can't